75% of knowledge workers are now using AI at work. But here's the problem. Most of them have no idea how it actually works. And that's how you end up with a lawyer citing fake court cases that ChatGPT made up, or employees pasting confidential data into tools that use it for training, or teams making decisions based on AI outputs that sound confident but are completely wrong. AI literacy isn't optional anymore. It's a core business skill. Let's break down what you actually need to know. We're going to cover 5 things: how AI actually works in plain English, why it gets things wrong, how to prompt it effectively, how to verify what it tells you, and how to protect your data. By the end, you'll know more about AI than most people using it every day. Let's get into it. Here's the most important thing to understand. AI doesn't think. It predicts. When you type a question into ChatGPT or Claude, the AI looks at your words and calculates what's the most likely word to come next. Then it predicts the next word and the next and the next. That's it. Think of it like the world's most sophisticated autocomplete. It's been trained on billions of documents, so it's really good at predicting what words should come next. Good enough that it sounds like it understands. But here's the catch. It's pattern matching, not reasoning. It crunches language data following learned patterns, but it doesn't actually understand what it's saying. This is why AI can write a perfect-sounding paragraph that's factually wrong. It's optimized to sound right, not to be right. This brings us to AI's biggest problem: hallucinations. That's the term for when AI confidently makes things up. Fake facts, fake quotes, fake citations that look completely real. Recent benchmarks show hallucination rates between 30% and 50%, depending on the model and task. That's not a small error margin. That's a coin flip. Let's look at a real example. In 2023, a New York lawyer used ChatGPT for legal research. It gave him 6 case citations to support his argument. Formatted perfectly, sounded authoritative, none of them existed. The AI made up case names, citations, even quotes from judges. He submitted them to the court without checking. You can imagine how that went. Here's why this happens. AI has no internal fact checker, no mechanism to say, "I'm not sure about this." It's designed to produce fluent, helpful-sounding responses, not accurate ones. Other limitations to know. AI can't reliably do math, it doesn't know anything that happened after its training cutoff, and it carries biases from its training data. Keep all of this in mind. Now for the good news. The difference between mediocre AI output and genuinely useful output often comes down to how you ask. The simplest framework is 3 letters: RTF, role, task, format. Role: tell the AI who it should be. Act as a financial analyst with expertise in SaaS metrics. This focuses the response. Task: be specific about what you want. Not write about marketing, but write 3 LinkedIn post ideas for a B2B software company launching a new product. Format: tell it how to structure the output. Present as bullet points with 1 sentence each, or write as a 200-word executive summary. Compare these 2 prompts. Vague: write about customer service. Specific: act as a customer experience consultant. Write 5 actionable tips for reducing support ticket volume for an e-commerce company. Format as numbered list with 1 sentence, explanation each. Same AI. Dramatically better results. Just because you told it what good looks like. One more tip. Give AI permission to say, "I don't know." Add something like, "If you're uncertain, say so rather than guessing." This actually reduces hallucinations. Here's the skill that separates AI-savvy professionals from everyone else: verification. The rule is simple. The higher the stakes, the more you verify. Low stakes. Brainstorming, drafting emails, generating outlines, minimal verification needed. Medium stakes, research summaries, content creation, code, check before using. High stakes, legal, financial, compliance, anything with consequences, verify everything against primary sources. Here are some red flags to watch for. Hyper-specific details without citations, confident answers on topics experts actually debate, perfectly formatted references that you can't find online, and answers that contradict themselves when you ask follow-up questions. The question to ask yourself before using any AI output: what happens if this is wrong? If the answer is not much, you're probably fine. If the answer involves legal liability, angry customers, or your reputation, verify it. Last thing, and it's critical: what happens to the data you put into AI? If you're using free or consumer tier AI tools, ChatGPT free, ChatGPT Plus, the free version of Claude, your inputs may be used to train the model. That means anything you type could potentially influence future responses to other users. This isn't hypothetical. In 2023, Samsung employees leaked proprietary source code by pasting it into ChatGPT for debugging help. 3 separate incidents in 20 days. The data became part of the training set. Data that should never go into consumer AI tools: customer information, financial records, employee data, legal documents, trade secrets, anything confidential. Period. The simple rule: treat anything you type into AI as if it might become public. If that's a problem, don't type it. Here's the bottom line: AI is a powerful tool, but it's just that, a tool. It doesn't think. It predicts. It makes things up. And it can leak your data if you're not careful. The people who succeed with AI aren't the ones who trust it blindly. They're the ones who understand its limits, prompt it well, verify the outputs, and protect their information. That's AI literacy. And now you have it. At CompliQuest, we've built a complete AI literacy course that goes deeper on everything we covered today, with interactive scenarios, hands-on exercises, and knowledge checks to make sure it sticks. Your team can get certified and actually confident using AI the right way. Check the link in the description to find out more. If this helped, subscribe. We put out videos like this every week: practical compliance and business skills without the jargon.